I bid you welcome.
Yeah. I've noticed that. Speaking of literature and movies and media in general, or fiction in general, rather. And I was thinking about this the other day because there's so many new, I guess, paranormal based, strange idea based TVs and movies that are coming out, borderline, science fiction or speculative, comments on reality and the like.
Mm.
And I'm always happy and I welcome those kind of shows and ideas and narratives, but they're all made or presented in ways that, like, how can I put this? It's like if I was going to explain something to you, not I'm not saying you, but people in general. It's like you were like you're presenting it in a way. Okay, I'm going to assume that you're a fucking idiot.
A dumbing down.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that you don't have a fucking brain cell in your fucking head, and I'm going to present this material to you. There's no real intelligence to it. It's done, I don't know, and I find it a little frustrating because I know that, I mean, there are many films and books, or much more books and films, but there's many more out there that were done, that were made or written in the past, that do take the point, like, you're not an idiot, and I'm going to present something to you in a thoughtful and intelligent way that'll get your mental juices flowing.
Yeah.
Right.
I see this maybe a little bit in education, because I've worked in education for many years now, and I see the younger generation tend to consume things in bite-sized chunks.
Yes.
And this has been very much, certainly in the UK, the way they wanted to push so-called effective teaching. And the response back from the students is they like this. They don't want to, spend too long on a particular subject. They get bored, essentially. They switch off. And yeah, there's a certain amount to that in the human brain, where we can't study for intense periods of time.
Uh-huh.
But if you, with what you're saying with the media, you sit down to watch an hour-long TV show, you expect not to get bored during that hour. And you expect them, certainly for something where, I don't know, if it's ghosts or paranormal or UFOs, to start seeing some evidence being thrown at you at some point.
Or maybe not even evidence, just something that's extremely speculative, something that'll really push your buttons and think, oh, I never looked at it this way before. I never thought of it like that. That kind of stuff, and it's stuff like that. The reason I watched Bird Box last night. Have you seen that?
Oh, I've heard about it. I've not seen it yet.
I watched it last night.
There's some sort of trend, isn't there, that people have been blindfolding themselves and nonsense.
I hadn't. Everyone was telling me, you got to watch it. It's so good. Oh my god, you got to see it. So last night, I sat down with my wife to say, come on, we'll watch it. And she stuck it for like 10 minutes and said, fuck this, and walked away. But I quite happily sat through it. And it's not a horrible movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's a fun movie. It is an entertaining movie. I was entertained. But it was stupid as shit. It was really fucking dumb. But having said that, even though everything about it was stupid, it was still a fun and entertaining movie. I can't say that I didn't enjoy it, because I did, but it would have been nicer if there was a little more to it,
Yeah, well, maybe this is Hollywood's just maybe getting a little bit more adept at following a formula. Yeah. So you enjoyed the movie to some extent.
Yeah, no, I did. I did enjoy it.
And all they've done is produced a movie that ticks certain boxes.
Right. I think you're correct. I think you're on the right track there. I think they have a formula. Okay, we got to do this, and this, and this. The slow-paced, thoughtful movies. I mean, even the movies that attempt to do it kind of fail. I think the last movie, like, was it Interstellar, the Christopher Nolan movie?
Oh, yes.
He attempted to make a movie like that, and in some ways it succeeded, and in some ways it fucking failed badly.
Yeah.
So at least he gave it a shot.
Yeah.
But most movie makers and or studios won't even fucking go near it.
Yeah, it's taking a risk, isn't it? Because presumably, it costs a fair amount of cash to produce a movie, and therefore, if you can, well, certainly with the big Hollywood film studios, they're just going to stick to a formula wherever possible.
Exactly.
And until you're some superstar director and producer that they're just going to grab no matter what. And whatever you produce, they're going to give you the money. That's when you can maybe take risks with films and actually produce something that'll start winning awards instead of being the formula that we're used to in many films.
I think something that really hammered home to the studios why they shouldn't make movies like this was Blade Runner 2049. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
I love that movie. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the original, and when they said they were going to announce a sequel, I just, fucking sighed and shook my head, thinking, what are they crazy? It's going to be shit. It's going to be horrible. They're gonna fuck it up royally. And much to my surprise, they did the exact opposite, and they made a movie that was in line with the original, had the same tone. It was like 2.5 hours long. It was slow paced, and it was wonderful. But
yeah, I'm a big fan of the original as well. It was
absolutely wonderful. It was superb in many ways. It was better than the original. It was wonderful. But for the vast majority of the movie-going audience, 30 minutes into it, they're like, "What the fuck is this bullshit? I'm bailing."
Not used to it. Yeah. But saying that, there's films that have been given big budgets that, in my opinion, are a complete fail, like the Star Wars films. A huge fan of the originals.
You had to go there, Chris. You had to fucking go there.
It's and I'm one of these people. I go to the cinema to see the latest release on the day that it's released, full of wide-eyed, childlike innocence. Oh, this is going to be good. And then,
it's
10,
garbage.
15 minutes in, I'm thinking,
I mean, I don't really want to make this the Star Wars show, but I will say that the next movie, the one that comes out at the end of 2019, this is the make or break for the Star Wars franchise. If this movie fails, then that's it. It's done. Yeah, it's over.
Unfortunate.
Thank you, Ryan Johnson. Thank you, you fuck. Thank you.
Oh dear.